After Tom Hanks refuses to screen movie at WH, Trump rocks him with brutal surprise. Tom Hanks deserves a lump of coal in his Christmas stocking after he bashed President Donald Trump over an invitation to screen his new movie at the White House. Hanks is trying to sell his movie, The Post, which co-stars Trump hater Meryl Streep. Hanks skyrocketed to stardom, thanks to appealing to middle-class Americans, and now, the president just rocked the A-list celebrity with a brutal surprise. Tom Hanks just angered many Americans with his rude remarks. The star of the new movie called The Post explained to The Hollywood Reporter why he would not screen his new movie at the White House, even if asked to do so by Trump. "I don't think I would screen the movie at the White House, because I think that at some point, look, I didn't think things were going to be this way last November," Hanks said, adding, "I would not have been able to imagine that we would be living in a country where neo-Nazis are doing torchlight parades in Charlottesville, Virginia, and jokes about Pocahontas are being made in front of the Navajo Code talkers." He continued his liberal rant, saying, "And individually we have to decide when we take to the ramparts. You don't take to the ramparts necessarily right away, but you do have to start weighing things. You may think, you know what, I think now is the time. This is the moment where, in some ways, our personal choices are going to have to reflect our opinions. We have to start voting, actually, before the election. So, I would probably vote not to go." What, is Hanks that stupid? He sounds like a card-carrying member of the brainwashed masses. Well, guess what? Trump didn't need to do a thing to rock Hanks' ridiculous plea to charge the ramparts. The cold hard fact is President Trump never invited this liberal loony to take one step inside 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue. But, there's more. Trump did screen a movie recently at the White House, which is a real honor for any film. He chose the new hit called The Darkest Hour, starring Gary Oldman in a stellar performance as one of the president's heroes, Winston Churchill. It also may be of note to Hanks and his buddies that Trump used the film as an inspiration to pass the tax cuts. Yep, the president invited the GOP congressman to screen the film the night before the historic vote on his tax cut plan. Watching Churchill take on Hitler's evil forces against all odds pumped up the GOP contingent to kick the Democrats' butts the next day. Hanks also showed his utter delusions by comparing the mainstream media of today to the Washington Post of 1971. His new movie depicts the Washington Post's dilemma of publishing classified documents back in 1971. Called the Pentagon Papers. They proved the Lyndon Johnson and Richard Nixon administrations lied to the American people about the Vietnam War. Hanks sees his new movie as fighting against Trump. He said, "Right now, without a doubt, there are people in power trying to, if not quash or stop the right to publication, then at least, denigrate it to the point where they are saying there is no truth to it whatsoever." He's talking about Trump's war on fake news. Except, Hanks missed the part where the mainstream media has turned into a bunch of politically charged hacks who are reporting fake news. He's comparing apples to oranges, thinking the mainstream press has stayed unbiased, but as we all know, it's the liberal media who are quashing truth today.